is up, you guys? My name is Kelsey, and in today's video, I am just going to be sharing with you guys a story that, that happened to me in the past. And I'm hoping that maybe you guys will find this video encouraging, and maybe you can learn something from it and, apply it to your lives. That's my hope. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope you enjoy it. So, for those of you who do know me, you may or may not know that Colton and I, my brother, we went through kind of like a phase where we just did not get along, like, at all. You can ask my parents, they'll tell you. We just, were constantly butting heads over everything. Like, we would argue all the time, and we just couldn't get along over anything. Everything seemed like it almost turned out into an argument. It was a terrible phase. I started to grow, hatred feelings towards my brother, and I felt like he hated me, and it was a terrible time. I started to get kind of sick and tired of us constantly fighting all the time. So one day I decided to go up to my mom, and I said, Mom, I am just absolutely fed up of Colton and I constantly fighting and bickering and not getting along over anything. And I was like, what do I do? Because right now I just feel so helpless, and I am just tired of these constant battles. And my mom was like, well, she said, have you tried turning the other cheek? Like what it says in Matthew 5:39. And I was like, well, no. I remember thinking, well, that's stupid. That's not gonna work. Turning the other cheek, there's no way. And for those of you who know me, I can be an opinionated person, and I will stand up for what I believe in. And I felt like, when we were in an argument, I felt like Colton was in the wrong, and I have to tell him why he's wrong, and I have to prove my point why I'm right. It just wasn't good, so I was like, I don't think turning the other cheek, that's not gonna work. That's stupid. Mom was like, Kelsey, just give it a try. I mean, come on. The Bible says to do it, so maybe it will work. So I was like, alright, you know what? Fine, whatever. I'm desperate enough, I'll try it. So I gave it a try. I don't remember exactly, but I'm sure he did some things, or he would say something, and it would trigger me off. I'd go to say something, I'd just bite my tongue. It was so hard, but I did it. And it definitely helped, not cause big arguments and stuff. It definitely, it helped keep peace, but it still built up those anger feelings inside of me. So, I kept that going for a little while, just trying to turn the cheek, just ignore him, just smile at him, if he made me mad. But, so, I just started to now get tired of being nice all the time, and he was treating me so mean, I started to get tired of it. Okay. This has gone on for a while now. I've been turning my cheek, and he's not changing. So I was like, alright, going back to Mom. So I was like, Mom, I've been doing what you said, turning the other cheek. He's not changing, it's not working, and I am starting to now get very tired of this, and I feel like we're just going to be going back to how it was again, because nothing's changed. And she's like, well, Kelsey, she said, how about you do something nice for him? I was like, what? Do something nice for him? Why would I want to do that? Why would I want to do that? No, what? That don't make sense. And she was like, just trust me. Maybe just saying something nice to him, and just to show him how much you mean to him, or mean to you, or maybe just go buy him a small gift. I don't know. She's like, just do something nice for him, something small, anything. And I'm like, this is dumb, but you know what? Whatever, I'll give it a try. I'm desperate, whatever, we'll try it. So I went, and I think I got him a small candy bar or something. I can't exactly remember, but I remember I gave it to him, and I was like, here, Colin. And I was just thinking about you, and I thought, well, I wanted to get you something, so here's you just a little treat. Like, I love you, buddy. And I remember it touched him, and he was like, oh, thanks. And I was like, huh, that kind of worked. So I started just to do small, nice things. Like, I would go and I'd surprise him. I'd clean up his room for him because Colton, his room is kind of like, he doesn't normally clean it, but like once every 5 years. I'm kidding, he cleans it, but sometimes. So I would just, do stuff like that, or I would maybe like a lot of the times I would go and get him like a candy bar because a way to a man's heart is through his stomach. So yeah, I did that for a little while, and you know what? It actually started to change things. I remember like he would always kind of be like a little confused whenever I'd give him something, but he'd be like thanks, and he'd accept it. So one day, my brother's never really had a dog, so I decided, well, I'm going to start looking for him for a dog because they were talking recently about maybe getting a German Short Pointer one day. Well, I was on Craigslist and I found Daisy for sale. And so I messaged the lady and I thought, well, I'm going to get Colton a dog. I'm going to go big and I'm going to get him a big gift. So I got him Daisy for his birthday. So I told him, I said, well, I'll get this dog for you, but you're going to have to pay me back because she cost like $300. So he was like, okay, fine, I'll pay you back one day. I was like, I would hold that kind of like above his head, like, you gotta pay me $300. Like, I mean, that dog, that's kind of a lot of money. You gotta pay me back. So he's like, okay, I'll pay you back. So one day I was upstairs and I was cleaning my room. And, while I was cleaning, I was thinking about Daisy and I was thinking about, how that, I thought to myself, like, I'm crazy. I can't believe I got Colton a $300 dog. I was like, well, he's gonna have to pay me back. That's a lot of money. When God suddenly spoke to me. And he was like, Kelsey, he said, you should give Daisy to Colton with no strings attached. And I thought to myself, I was like, wait, what? You want me to give Daisy to Colton without him having to pay me back? So I'm just going to give away $300. I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know, God. I was like, that's a lot of money. I was like, that's crazy. And he said, well, Kelsey, he said, you know how I laid down my life for you? He said, that's to prove my love to you, to show you how much I love for you so that you can enter heaven for free. And he said, does Colton mean more to you than $300? And I was like, well, yeah. He said, well then, then give Daisy to Colton. Because if you love Colton that much, you'd be willing to sacrifice $300. He said, because isn't that worth more than not having a relationship with your brother? And I was like, you know what? Yeah, you're right. It is worth it to me. So I decided, okay, I'm going to do it. So I went up to Colton and I said, Colton, I have made a decision and I want to give you Daisy. And he's like, well, what do you mean? She's already mine. I said, well, I know. I said, but I want you to keep her and not have to pay me back. And he's like, what? You're crazy. He's like, of course I'm going to pay you back. I was like, no, I don't want you to have to pay me back. I said, because I want to give her to you. And I noticed he started to get tears in his eyes. And he was like, why? Why would you do that? And I said, because, Colin. I said, because I love you. I said, I'm tired of us fighting. And I want to have a good relationship with you because you're worth more to me than $300. Like, you're worth everything to me. I said, I want you to have her because you mean that much to me. And he just started crying. And he asked me, he said, why have you been so nice to me? He said, I don't understand. Why do you keep giving me these things and being so nice to me? I said, because I love you. And I don't want to fight no more with you. I said, you're my best friend, and you were my first best friend, and you're my only brother I have, and I don't want there to be any separation between us. And I asked him, I said, would you forgive me for all the times I've ever done anything wrong towards you, and I'm sorry that I've ever been mean to you. And I hope you know that I really love you. And ever since that day, things have been just way better between us. Where we have like a way better bond now. And he's my best friend. I mean, honestly, I can't imagine life without him. And I couldn't have asked for a better brother. And I'm just so thankful that God worked everything out between us. And I'm thankful that my mom gave me that advice. Because if I wouldn't have heeded it, I don't know where we'd be at today. But, so that's my story. I'm hoping that maybe some of you will find encouragement by this story, and maybe you can apply it to your life, just to learn to turn the other cheek. I know it's difficult, trust me, but in the end, it is honestly so worth it. So, just stay patient. Everything takes time, because with God, He's outside of time, and it's not like, you just go to bed and you wake up the next day and, everything's great now, It's not like that. Everything takes time. So, I really encourage you guys to turn the other cheek and to keep burning coals on that person's head, because it really does work. But it just takes time. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and maybe in the future I'll make another video. So, leave a like and comment down below if you'd like to see another video. Alright, you guys. Bye.